Brought to you by
Makerere Institute for Social Development, a certified institution for higher learning, invites applicants for certificates and diploma courses. MISD or Makerere Institute for Social Development, facilitating your career.
A very good afternoon and welcome to BC Lunchtime News. I am Brian. NRM has moved its mobilization to grassroots. The top leaders met in Moroto to plan sub-county and village barazas. The goal is to use a dialogue to ensure the NRM flag bearers win LC1, LC2 and the women elections across Karamoja. Let's take a look.
NRM leaders from 5 districts of South Karamoja have met in Moroto to plan the mobilization of voters ahead of the local council and women council elections scheduled for later this month. The sub-regional meeting was organized to brief, orient and build capacity of district leadership to lead sub-county and village barazas in their areas.
We are here to plan to go for mobilization of our voters to turn up in large numbers for elections of the local council 1 elections, LOC2 at parish level, and women councils. You know, Karamoja is the bedrock of NRM. We want to ensure that we have only leaders of NRM to work with their party to ensure the implementation of the NRM manifesto of 2026-2031.
Minister Loki said LC1 and women council positions are critical because they are the foundation of government and service delivery.
My main focus today will be on the barazas that we shall be having on 22nd in our villages countrywide. Those barazas specifically are going to interject a lot in dialogue. I'm 100% sure that we are going to get out victorious because in leadership, everything starts with a talk, with a peace talk.
She added that women flag bearers and LC1s will be facilitated and that the message from the President and Secretary General will be delivered during the barazas.
The women's councils at the grassroots are actually the roots of government, and without them we cannot go far. I am calling and mobilizing my fellow women all over Karamoja to turn up in great numbers, to turn up in support of the women who have gone for these positions.
She also called for unity among party members who lost in the previous elections.
I want to encourage everyone to participate in these elections. I want to ask all our leaders, all the politicians, to give chance to our people to take their decisions on who they want to be their chairpersons and women councils, especially in the region of Karamoja.
Attended by MPs, NRM district chairpersons, LC5s, RDCs, DSOs, RPCs and NRM secretariat officials, the leaders committed to roll out village barazas starting 22nd July 2026 to mobilize support for NRM flag bearers across Karamoja. Josephat Opong, Sam Oringo for UBC TV News, Moroto.
Local residents are slowly turning footbridges into dumping sites, rendering what should be accident-saving pedestrian walkways into deserted zones. The Chisalo-Salo, I beg your pardon, Kamocha footbridge, which connects communities across the northern bypass, is a glaring example. Garbage heaps are accumulated along the walkway, forcing some pedestrians to avoid the bridge and instead risk crossing the bypass, where speeding vehicles pose a constant danger.
The northern bypass is notoriously difficult to cross on foot, with road crashes frequently reported. For residents living nearby, footbridges are meant to provide safe crossing points. However, the practice of bypassers dumping garbage at the Chisalusalo Kamwocha footbridge raises questions about whether pedestrians can comfortably use the facility. The accumulated filth and poorly lit pathways discourage many pedestrians from using it. KCC LC3 Councillor for Chemado Parish, Sanyusara, and Shiro Education Services heads attribute the crisis to irresponsible residents who take the infrastructure for granted and the absence of light on the walkway.
The mindset change is still a problem. People don't care about the environment. I think we need to do more educative meetings and workshops where we are going to bring people together and we tell them the dangers of dumping garbage in such places.
That it is a challenge of rubbish around our community. As teachers, we thought it can be one of the practical lessons we can extend to the community and also to encourage them also to keep our communities and the environment surrounding us clean.
When government constructed these walk bridges, the biggest problem is that they didn't put on lights. So people at night, as they are moving, they bring the garbage and throw them on the footprints. So if only government can also put lights, people get scared to do wrong when they are being seen by everyone. But because of the darkness, people find it easy to throw the rubbish there.
The concerned residents, led by Shiro Education Services, have now launched a sanitation drive aimed at restoring the Chisalusalo footbridge and making it safe and passable once again.
I've gotten so many accidents around, and I think it's because of because of the environment. Up here you cannot move, to be sincere. We wanted to show them now, the place is now clean, we have cleaned. We can use the Passover up, not down, because sometimes our babies, they move down where the cars are so many. Tujja kubanga tukikola okuleeta abaana baffe n'abazadde okuyonja ekitundu mwe tubeera. Tujja kubanga tukikola buli mwaka.
The residents urge stricter vigilance and enforcement.
N'olutindo terwali mu original plan ya Northern Bypass. Balusaba ng'abakulembeze ne balutuleetera luvannyuma ne balutuwa. N'olwekyo tusaba abatuuze baffe balukozesa omugaso omutuufu ogwalusabisa tuwone accidents.
Crispus Arinitwe reporting for UBC.
Centenary Group, through its technology arm, Centenary Technology Services, has signed a memorandum of understanding with Micropay Uganda to expand a digital access to education, healthcare, insurance services across the country. The partnership signed at Mapera House in Kampala will combine Micropay Uganda's digital payments with Centenary Group's nationwide reach to make essential services more affordable, accessible, and easier to pay for, particularly in underserved communities.
What does this partnership entail? This partnership initially is targeting 3 areas where payment friction still punishes ordinary people. The first being education. We know that school fees are not the only entry point. But the deeper problem is that education in Uganda is financed in lump sums, while the family income arrives in small amounts. And children lose term time in the gap between the two. We will build payment and financing rails that close that gap. Tools that let the parent save towards fees, pay in installments, and access financing against their payment history, while giving school administrators visibility over their cash flow so that they can plan a term instead of chasing receipts. Micropay, led by Dr. Jennifer Doe, will welcome you. And our measure of success is not just the ceremony, it's the good work you have done to take Centenary Bank services to the last mile.
What began as collaboration between institutions has matured a strategic alliance that positions both organizations to create greater value for customers and to contribute meaningfully to Uganda's digital future. Today, therefore, represents not the end of a journey, but the beginning of a new and even more exciting chapter. A chapter characterized by innovation, a chapter driven by collaboration, a chapter inspired by excellence. Ladies and gentlemen, we live in an era where technology is reshaping every aspect of our lives. Financial services are becoming faster, businesses are becoming smarter, customers are becoming more connected and more demanding.
MicroPay has established itself as a trusted technology partner with capabilities that complement our ambitions. Through this partnership, we look forward to building competencies that will simplify payments, enhance customer experience, and expand access to secure, convenient financial services for individuals, businesses, and the communities across the country. I'm pleased to note with happiness that through Central Bank, our banking subsidiary, we have an existing relationship with MicroPay. MicroPay are our partners on the agent marketing platform.
Now, Uganda's Indian community has used this year's Yatha Yatra 2026 celebrations to promote cultural diversity, religious tolerance, and social cohesion through a colorful procession in Kampala. Let's take a look.
The Ugandan children, basically who you saw participating, are a part of an organization which, teaches them how to be good human beings, what they need to do, how do you got to be self-reliant, your individual power, the believing in the supreme, that there's some supreme power. And the God we worship here, Lord Jagannath, he is basically called the Lord of Supreme God because he is, in our language, he's called Mahaprabhu. He's not a normal Prabhu. Because he has the heart of one of our biggest, our God, Lord Krishna.
We also do a lot of charity in the public in the name of Lord Jagannath and other gods who are here. So in that one, in our Sanatana Dharma, in our Hindu religion, we believe that nothing is yours. Everything belongs to the Supreme. And then the more you give, this will come to you in an unexpected way. So that is the message we want to do. So the Rath Yatra, going to the community, educating people and donating, all these things is a part of that festival.
I just would like to butt in.
The chairman of Indian Association, Mr. Paresh Mehta, the secretary Sasi Nair, they are also holding position here. So in Indian Association and here, both are working together for the same purpose.
So I would like to thank Uganda government and our Ugandan brother and sister for welcoming this Rath Yatra, and thank you very much. This Rath Yatra, it delivers the message of peace and prosperity, for all universe in here. So once again, thank you very much, our Ugandan brother and sister.
Jai Jagannath! Jai Jagannath!
The Lions Club Hoima Albertine has urged the newly inducted Leos to make tree planting a priority as they begin their journey of community service and citing environmental conservation as a key pillar in addressing climate change.
And message given to us as the young Leos. We promise to work, and what the blessing we have is that all the administration is now full of lions. So we are very safe.
Yeah, the Leos Club, basing on the few days ever since we started preparing them, I am saying it is a wonderful club. It has created discipline among these young people. It is creating a sense of responsibility because we are realizing members of the Leos Club are cutting across in the different leadership offices among the students. So the Leos Club is training the young people the leadership skills. The young people now, as they move around, they are not interested in seeing any litter, plastic bottles. They are controlling the environment. So I am very sure with the introduction of the Leos Club in Wikia Muslim Secondary School, the environment is going to be well catered for and even health.
So today we planted a tree and we've requested the students here to plant more trees, and the commitment we have from the Leos is that they are going to plant over 1,200 trees. You can imagine. So we are teaching our young generation to conserve and preserve our environment, because that is one of our core areas.
Careful with whatever how you handle your garbage. You can see most of the bottles are everywhere. Sometimes you're in your cars and you're throwing out rubbish through the windows. That is not really nice. It's always nice to keep your rubbish and everything and keep our environment clean.
We are grateful as Lions Club of Hoima Albertine that we have officially launched our Leo Club of Wikia Secondary School in Hoima City, where we have employed the young people, the young youth of Wikia Secondary School.
Makerere Institute for Social Development, a certified institution for higher learning, invites applicants for certificates and diploma courses like accounting and finance, procurement, journalism, tailoring and fashion design, with many other skills-tailored courses.
Our institution is compliant. First of all, it is recognized by National Council for Higher Education. We are certified. Registration number is UBB 187.
Tested and tried since 1995, Makerere Institute for Social Development is your solution when it comes to quality education.
You may apply for January, May, August intakes. Find us along Sir Apollo Kagwa Road, opposite Makerere University Sports Ground. Our tuition is affordable with the state-of-art facilities. Early birds stand a chance to grab themselves bursaries. MISD or Makerere Institute for Social Development, facilitating your career.
And that's it for today. Till the next episode.
Like a daily bando, like a daily bando, like a daily bando. Omuliro nguwulira muli mu mutima kukankana like drums. Kalakata, kalakata, enendungu yakusabula. Mikono juu, free your fire, free your fire, free your fire.
What if accessing government services became easier, faster, and closer to you? Introducing Service Uganda Centers, a new initiative designed to bring key government services closer to the people under one convenient location. Less movement from office to office, less unnecessary travel, better access to services and information. At the Service Uganda Centers, citizens will be able to access national ID services, passport processing, business registration, land and revenue services, and more, all in one convenient location. Whether you are in the city or upcountry, Service Uganda Centers are being designed with you in mind. Enjoy faster service, professional guidance, and a seamless customer experience. This is an initiative of the Government of Uganda, digitally powered by the National Information Technology Authority Uganda, NITA, under the Uganda Digital Acceleration Project Government Network. Service Uganda Centers, bringing services closer to the people.
All right, listen up. Colgate is on a mission.
It's kind of a big thing.
Colgate Herbal uses traditional nature's herbs and combines it with Colgate Science for healthy gums and strong teeth.
Colgate Charcoal Gentle Clean cleans and polishes teeth for a whiter smile and a naturally fresh and clean mouth. Choose natural. Choose Colgate Charcoal.
Welcome back from that short commercial break. The engines have gone quiet at Kololo Independence Grounds after 3 days of automotive innovation, business networking and motorsport entertainment. The 2026 Kampala Auto Show wrapped up with exhibitors showcasing the latest vehicle technologies, automotive solutions and mobility innovations as thousands of enthusiasts, dealers and industry players turned up for one of Uganda's biggest motoring events.
The 2026 Kampala Auto Show has shifted into high gear, attracting motoring enthusiasts, dealers and industry players at the Kololo Independence Grounds. Among the key players marking the mark is Kansai Plascon Uganda, which showcased its automotive paint solutions, a co-sponsor of the show for the third consecutive year. The event, which combines vehicle exhibitions, motorsport action, drifting, drag racing and stunts, has provided Plascon with a platform to demonstrate its contribution to the automotive sector.
Some roads don't have proper markings and proper demarcations. So as Plascon, we're very proud to be joining the Auto Show team and all our partners, especially the Ministry of Works, to make our roads a bit safer.
Plascon Uganda Head of Marketing Daniel Kayongo says the company's involvement reflects its commitment to supporting the growth of Uganda's automotive industry while connecting with the consumers.
We want to do another maybe 10 or so zebra crossings between now and the end of this quarter, and it's a project that we want to continue, not just for the duration of the auto show, but for the duration of this year, and to encourage everyone to join us to make our roads safer.
A platform for promoting road safety, innovation, and responsible mobility.
With thousands of fans turning up to experience the last vehicles and motorsport entertainment, Plascon's presence has added color and innovation to the 2026 Kampala Auto Show.
ABSA Chairman's Bell Golf Tournament, Uganda's finest golfers converged at the Uganda Golf Club Chitante as the curtain fell of the 2026 ABSA Chairman's Bell Golf Tournament. The week-long tournament championship, backed by ABSA Bank Uganda, concluded after intense competitions across the professional, amateur and newly introduced candies, categories highlighting the tournament's growing role in developing golf in the country.
More than 400 golfers took part, including professionals, amateurs, club members, and caddies competing for 28 million prize fund sponsored by ABSA Uganda. Eli Tumwine returned 41 points to win the men's overall title on a countback. Esther Akulo also scored 41 points to claim the ladies' overall title. Grace Kasango won the professional title after defeating Ronald Rugumayo in a 3-hole playoff.
And right from the get-go, they went at it, especially Grace Kasango and Ronald Rugumayo. They kept exchanging the lead throughout the 18 holes, and that captivated. So they even started out with a small crowd, but it kept building. I think it's a very, very good marker for what we are going to see in the Open.
When we see local professionals bringing such scores, one, there are two things. It may either mean that probably the course setup may have been easy for some of them, but I think it was only 1 or 2 who actually delivered those kind of scores, which means that they made an effort.
Joseph Kasozi claimed the men's gross amateur title, while Judith Komgisha won the ladies' gross amateur competition. The tournament also featured the inaugural Caddies Championship, where Basil Antonio won the men's gross category.
On my side, it is really, really sweet, because with the preparation, with the practices and the discipline every morning, it meant something real, real good, because with the practices I've been doing like on Mondays, because it's the only day we have.
Joelia Namanda claimed the ladies' gross title,
And organizers say the competition was intended to create more opportunities for caddies and support their development in the game.
As a golfer, you all know that you cannot play golf without support from caddies. So what we are doing as ABSA is to try and be inclusive and try and make sure that everyone who plays this sport, part of this sport, gets a chance to be part of this story.
They're really part of the ecosystem. You know, caddies help players, whether they're amateurs, whether they're pros. They have very good knowledge of the course. In many cases, they have very good knowledge of the game because they played themselves. And they've always had tournaments from time to time.
ABSA Bank Uganda says it continued to sponsor the tournament, reflecting on its commitment to growing golf in Uganda.
Looking at the chairman's bill is an opportunity, one, to develop talents from within the Ugandan space, within also the amateur space, and also within the subsidiary category, and give people an opportunity to play the sport.
Uganda Golf Club says the partnership has strengthened the tournament and expanded the participation across different categories.
Having seen what we've seen this week, I see no reason why they won't want to partner with us again next year and in the years coming.
The championship ended with the presentation of trophies and prizes by ABSA Board Chairman Keith Kanyejira, ABSA Managing Director David Wandera, and Uganda Golf Club Chairman Paul Nwagaba.
That story brings us to the very end of UBC Lunchtime News. I am Brian Tumwine Pierohanga. Have a good afternoon and God bless Uganda.